Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play, first pass for Brady. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Brady now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go?
Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, Could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but it doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Cardinal. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
And he's got him. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 9. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Jackson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That, folks, is a 94-yard punt return. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Prater for the extra point. Tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And some room to work. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go again with Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's going to air one out. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
And the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Miller in motion right. Brady going to go on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
One more time with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 84 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point good by Cardinals. That was going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
To throw, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Murray. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
88 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hopkins, a man in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Murray. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on first down, it's Brady. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another run by Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Brady now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
So this game tied it. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Brady. And it's caught. Tompkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. On play action, now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Succop's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try to draw. Lindsey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line.
12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6.
Succop's kick is good.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Murray. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Trey McBride,
79 yards.
And the Cardinals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brady.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Tompkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Brady. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
makes the score Buccaneers 41, Cardinals 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue being productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return, Jackson. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that loss. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Tampa Bay, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.